Dorio TV. It's your boy Dorian Andrews, and today we're going to talk about Tekken X Street Fighter. That's right. And I'm going to give 3 reasons why I think that it could come in the near future. Number 1 reason is I think it's really difficult to come out with a Tekken 8 right after the events of Tekken 7. You have Kazuya defeating his father Heihachi after a long history from Tekken 1 all the way up until 7, and just the way that the story unfolded, and you had like this big arc between them and the son, or the grandson in Heihachi's perspective, Jin Kazama. And there is something they can do with the story as far as Jin versus Kazuya, but I feel like at this point there's so many different liberties they can do with the story after this, so I don't really think that they know exactly what to do, because Heihachi is a staple in the franchise, so without having him in it, it's gonna be difficult to have that same appeal. It would be in the best interest of Bandai Namco to focus on more crossovers, DLC, for Tekken 7. So you have all these crossover characters coming in, new characters coming in for Tekken 7, and I think it's very smart on their part to kind of lay off of making a new game or focusing on trailers or any press for a new game. Tekken 7 was like finalization, was a conclusion to the entire Kazuya and Heihachi father-son arc. So to make something more engaging, they need a little bit more time to really flesh that out. And I think Tekken X Street Fighter would be a perfect way to kind of blindside us and at the same time kind of entertain us and distract us from what's happening behind the scenes, which is making the next installment, which is Tekken 8. So that's my first reason. Number 2 reason, it is in the form of a character, and it's kind of obvious. AKUMA. So AKUMA is clearly one of the most popular characters in Street Fighter, and when he was first announced for Tekken 7, people flipped out. I flipped out. I was like, what? AKUMA's gonna be in the game? Are you serious? So that clearly states and that confirms that Street Fighter lore and timeline is in sync with Tekken lore and timeline. So now they can do all kinds of crossovers between both games. And they already made a Street Fighter X Tekken game. So AKUMA kind of confirmed that you can have a Street Fighter character in Tekken gameplay. AKUMA is gonna be that staple and that statement to say, hey, it's coming. Tekken X Street Fighter, you know, you thought that we forgot about it? Nope, we just had it on the back burner until we could get something working. And I think AKUMA is a test. It really is a test to see if using projectiles and using Street Fighter type of gameplay can fit into the Tekken gameplay. And it's working so far. You know, you could have Cody throwing rocks at people. You could have Sodom with his what is the katanas? Yeah, or Lento with his baton. And you could have Maki in there. I don't know if y'all remember Maki from Street Fighter Alpha 3 and Final Fight 2. Is she Final Fight 2? Yeah, Final Fight 2. Yeah, so they have a lot of different options. They could use Vega with his claw. That would be so dope. ELIA was chosen by the fans. Her first appearance was on Tekken Revolution, if y'all remember that. I think that was on PS3. And she was a really good character. She was the first to use projectiles. She was the first test subject to see if projectiles worked in Tekken. And because they did, that's when they released AKUMA. And everyone flipped out. But it wasn't unheard of because you already had ELIA, the vampire girl. And she's also put into the story now because she is technically sister or like cousin. I forgot, niece. I don't remember. She's something related. I think sister of Lily, who is the French girl. So, you know, you already have these characters put into the Tekken lore now, and they can use projectiles. So ELIA can be seen as the stepping stone for Tekken X Street Fighter. My third reason is they already have the foundation of material way back, I want to say 2013, 2014. They had images of Ryu being in Tekken 3D graphics. The one picture that really blew up was showing Jin on one side, and then you had Ryu on the other side, and everyone was like, oh, Tekken X Street Fighter's coming. But it was just test footage, and it was just, hey, we're in the pre-production of it, you know, nothing finalized yet, but they already have some stuff to work on. So all they have to do is update the graphics, and they can easily come up with an easy story, kind of like Street Fighter X Tekken, but please make it better than the gyms. Like, I hated that system. Same with Mortal Kombat and the consumables in Mortal Kombat 11. That's for another video. They're just putting it on the back burner, and I hope that eventually it will be on the grill. I hope it will be the next thing they're cooking up. Number one reason is they need to stall. They need to distract us from any potential news or gossip about Tekken 8. My number two reason, AKUMA and, I'm gonna get this right, ELIA. Yes, ELIA the Vampire. So you have ELIA the Vampire and you have AKUMA from Street Fighter. If that's not proof enough that they're working on it, I don't know what is. Number three reason is they already have so much to work with. They already have the pre-production. You already have the images out there in public. You already have some of the CGI from like Tekken Tag 2 graphics of Ryu. There's plenty of hype for it. If they decide to announce it, people are gonna go crazy because it's been years in the works. So people are going to expect a lot. If they play their cards right and actually make a great game out of it, Tekken X Street Fighter could literally put Tekken as the #1 fighting game. And I'd probably say right now it is, but it's in very close competition to, let's say, Dragon Ball FighterZ and arguably Street Fighter V. Tekken would be hands down #1. Like, no questions. It'd be undebated if they come out with Tekken X Street Fighter, and it's a good game. It has to be good. We have to make that clear. It has to be a good game. Those are my thoughts. What do you think? Make sure you like this video and comment if you have any opinions, and click that notification bell so you get all the latest and greatest coming to this channel. So on that note, I will see you next time. Peace.